Hey y'all, so I just wanted to come on here and I felt something on my spirit that I wanted to share with you guys. I wrote it down as I was feeling it so that I wouldn't forget anything. So here it goes. So I was just thinking about the whole coronavirus and how everything is going on. Our lives are changed. We're forced to shift and pivot and move and do things differently that we wouldn't do, from working at home to doing church through viral streaming services to not meeting up with our family, friends, and loved ones. And it crossed my spirit that when you think about things that occur and just life, period. Think about life, okay, right? We give things life. And if you don't feed people, if you don't feed plants, if you don't feed animals, what happens to them? They eventually die, right? So I challenge us to just take time to stop feeding this disease, right? If we stop saying the name, if we stop consuming ourselves with the things that we're seeing on social media, on regular media, in the newspapers, and just the whole media, the media piece, if we take that piece out of it, and not for any second am I saying to be misinformed, am I saying to not pay attention to the things that are going on, am I saying to ignore the severity of the situation, nor am I saying be insensitive to the people and things that have been affected by this pandemic, right? Because we've all been affected in some way, shape, or form. Whether we are laid off of our jobs, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, whether we're forced to stay around people who we may not have the best relationships with, depending on where our resident is and where we're having to be quarantined to. We have to just remember that this too shall pass, like each and every other triumph and trouble and storm that we've experienced in life. When we were going through it, it was so hard, it was so difficult, and then when we got to the other side of that thing, right, we were different as a person, right? It taught us lessons that we needed to learn that we wouldn't have learned if we didn't go through it. It taught us, it gave us revelation to new things and to new ideals and to new systems that we can use, whether it be in our personal life, whether it be in our businesses. So this is no different, guys. And so, like I said, we have to remember to take back our power and our power and our authority. We, as people of God, as people of a higher power, whatever you believe in, we have power and we have authority. And so we have to learn to not only take it back, but to stop giving it away so easily. Stop letting the things that we see. I'm a person, just being transparent, that I'm one of those people that sometimes I have to see it. I have to see it. But if we know the definition of faith is believing in the things that are not seen, right? And so we have to have faith in this situation that's going on right now. Although it looks bad, although we hear reports and they sound bad, we have to get our faith and maintain our faith that we know that God is in the midst of this whole thing, even though we may not feel him, we may not see him. Some of us are going through more than others, but nothing changes the fact that God is in the midst of each and every one of our households and the things that we're going through. And so everything, he's still in control, and everything's happening because he's allowing it to happen, right? Each and every one of us has been affected differently. However, we can all agree that it's limiting whatever distractions were keeping us from our purpose for him, right? So whether that's a job, some of us are losing jobs. And of course, I'm not for any second saying that it's cool losing a job or that you can get over that so easily. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying, that it hit my spirit that sometimes the jobs we were working at weren't a part of our purpose, and we weren't going to get out of there on our own. So he had to kind of move us away. He had to move us along. He had to be the one to do this to get us out of there, because we weren't doing it on our own, although we knew we were there long overdue. Or maybe, but right now, I decree and declare that every bill is paid, every need is met in the name of Jesus for everyone that's lost their jobs right now. It is done. You may not see how it's going to be done, but it is done, because the blood is still real. The blood is not tainted. The blood, nothing can change the blood. So because you're covered by the blood, each and every need that you need and you will go through during this time, it's already met. But, just trying to look at the positive sides of it. Maybe you were complacent at that job. Maybe it was stunting your growth. Maybe it was out of line with your purpose. Some of us are getting paid to work from home. Maybe we needed to spend more time with our families and our loved ones. Sometimes we get so used to worried about the outside world and social media with our phones, and it's causing us to just sit down and really spend time with our family members and those that we love and those that love us. And I know a lot of us are getting tired of the challenges and things that are going on, but think about it. When is the last time you sat down, minus the holidays, with your friends and your family, and you did these challenges and you created these memories and these bonding situations? And even if you're like me, yes, I'm working from home. Although occasionally I do have to still go back to my community to serve. Although occasionally I do still have to go out and about. I'm working from home, but I live by myself. So living by myself, sometimes you have to be careful with that. The idle mind being the devil's workshop, and that anxiety and depression and the solidarity may creep in, and the different things that you experience with that. So you have to come and bind those things as well. So like I said, we are all going through things, but the beauty of the storm is the rainbow on the other side. Like I said, it's the lessons we learn. It's the revelations that we've had. It's the ability to just silence the noise and be able to hear the clear instructions of God as to what he wants us to do and the things that he has for our life. So although we may not like the route that's been taken to get to our destination of our purpose and where we're supposed to be, just take joy, take appreciation, express gratitude that you're still on the route and it's still allowing you to, go along the way. You're experiencing this journey, right? Because life's a big journey. Things are unknown throughout our entire life. The only things that you really have to look forward to is being able to just continue to pray, continue to surround yourself with people who are positive, continue to be positive in the midst of the storm, because complaining about the things that are happening that are beyond our control is not going to change anything. Although, and another thing that just hit me that's big is leadership. A lot of us want to be leaders. A lot of us say we're leaders. We want to have these businesses. We want to have these different facilities that we want to say that we own and we're the CEOs or over, and we're the leaders of it. But we have to also take a step back to look at our leadership, because it's so easy to judge the leadership of the world, the leadership of other people's businesses. But what kind of leader are you? Are you leading people to destruction just to have the title of being a leader? Or are you leading them to, like I said, the other side of that storm, purpose, great things? What are you leading people to? So I think that's how I'm going to end this video today. Don't forget anything that I said. Feel free to rewatch it, comment, let me know how you feel about it. But what kind of leader are you? Think about that as we continue to come together and work together for everything we're going through to get through this. Because, of course, you can do a lot by yourself, but it's nothing like having an army of people surrounding you, supporting you, and getting through things together. So, family, I love you guys. I hope this has helped deliver somebody or just kind of give somebody a sense of relief. I'm going to continue to pray for everybody. If you want me to pray for you, you can call me. We can set up a video chat, DM. I'm open to talk. If you need somebody to talk to, just know you're not alone, but just know we're all going to get through this, okay? Love you guys.